Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever seen a man lose his mind on camera over a leaked photo? No. Well, buckle up because this might just be the wildest meltdown in hip-hop history. Picture this. 1 minute, 50 Cent is casually running his mouth, like it's just another petty day in celebrity land. And the next, Papoose is on him, like a heat-seeking missile, fists flying, security scrambling. And Remy Ma screaming for someone, anyone, to stop the madness. And why? Oh, just your average betrayal. Just 50 Cent allegedly leaking Remy Ma's private nudes to the world like he was dropping a diss track. Just a decades-old friendship combusting in the most public, humiliating, and yes, cinematic way possible. Cameras were rolling, screams were real, and the internet already calling it the greatest celebrity brawl of the decade. But here's the twist. Was this really about the photos? Or has something way darker been brewing between 50 and Papoose for years? Could this be the moment where loyalty dies and revenge takes the wheel? Stay right there because what you're about to hear will have you questioning everything you thought you knew. It's about hip-hop royalty. Let's get into it. So, here's how it all spiraled out of control. It started like most of 50 Cent's messes, loud, unnecessary, and broadcast to millions. Except this time, he didn't just clap back with a meme. No, this time he crossed a line. Even his haters didn't think he'd dare approach. Because when 50 Cent hit send on those private Remy Ma photos, he didn't just leak an image, he detonated a bomb. And the man who caught the full blast? Papoose. Now pause for a second and really think about who we're talking about. Papoose. The same guy who stayed by Remy Ma's side for 6 years while she was locked up. The man who literally became the poster child for loyalty in hip-hop. This isn't just some rapper with a short temper. This is a husband, a father, and let's be real, it's the last man alive you want to test when it comes to his wife. So, why in the entire rap universe would 50 Cent think it was cute to leak Remy's private photos? Sources say the images weren't just suggestive. Oh no, they were intimate. Allegedly snapped during a private moment between Remy and someone who wasn't Papoose. Some even claimed these weren't new pics, but old receipts from a fling no one knew about until 50 Cent decided to play TMZ with a vengeance. And where did he post them? Not a burner, not some hidden Telegram drop. Nope, 250 posted it on his main story, like it was promotion for PowerBook 4. Literally, just boom. Image, caption, and then walked away like he didn't just scorch the earth beneath him. Within minutes, the internet went feral. Blogs picked it up. Twitter was on fire. And poor Remy, caught in the storm, accused of cheating, exposed without warning, and watching her marriage implode in real time. But the calm before the storm was nothing compared to what happened next. Because apparently, Papoose didn't go to Twitter. He didn't call a lawyer. He didn't even call 50. He pulled up. Let me paint the scene for you. It was early evening outside a studio in Manhattan. 50 Cent had just wrapped a promo shoot, completely unaware that a literal hurricane in Timberlands was about to descend on him. Witnesses say Papoose came alone. No entourage, no security, just pure, focused rage in human form. One person described it like watching a man possessed. He wasn't yelling, he wasn't pacing. He walked up to 50 like he was walking through fire. The source said, "What happened next?" Well, let's just say if you were near that parking lot, you got the show of a lifetime. Papoose didn't throw hands, he launched them. One punch to the jaw had 50 stumbling. Another to the ribs had him gasping. And while security tried to react, Remy Ma showed up screaming from the backseat of a black Escalade, shouting, "Please stop." This isn't the way. Cameras were already rolling. Someone was live streaming. Another was filming from behind a tinted window. Footage would hit social media before police even got there. But let's pause for a moment. Because this wasn't just an impulsive beatdown. This was years in the making, you see. There's been tension between 50 Cent and Papoose long. Before this Nude scandal, it was subtle, quiet and mostly under the radar. But now it's all bubbling to the surface like boiling oil. Insiders have been whispering for months that 50 always had a thing for Remy. He'd joke about her in interviews, mention her name during Wild Truth or drink games. And while it always seemed playful, Remy wasn't laughing, nor was Papoose. In fact, back in 2020, there was a weird moment during a bet cipher taping when 50 allegedly whispered something in Remy's ear. Cameras caught it. Her face changed. She stiffened. Papoose walked on stage less than a minute later. Coincidence? H. And now with these photos, 50 might have confirmed what everyone suspected. He wasn't just playing, he was holding receipts, but here's the real kicker. Why now? Why would 50 Cent, who already has multiple beefs simmering Diddy, Lil Meech, Ja Rule, take your pick, suddenly decide this was the moment to air out Remy Ma's skeletons? Some think it was retaliation. Just days before the leak, Remy had allegedly turned down a role in a 50-backed project, saying it didn't represent her brand. Was that enough to make 50 go full scorched earth? If you know anything about him, absolutely. Yes, but others believe it wasn't even about Remy. It was about Papoose. 'Cause back in May, Papoose dropped a freestyle that low-key shaded 50's street credibility. Most fans missed it, but 50 didn't. And now we may be watching 50 Cent's most personal revenge plot yet. Of course, fans are picking sides faster than Nicki and Cardi stans during a Twitter war. Some say Remy had it coming if the rumors about the affair are true. Others say 50 crossed every line imaginable, turning a private issue into global humiliation. But one thing's for sure, Papoose ain't done. It's because word on the street is, that's studio attack. That was just phase one. That studio attack, that was just phase one, because according to a close source in Remy Ma's inner circle, Papoose didn't just walk away after landing those punches. He left with a message, one that shook the whole label team, right? Before stepping into the SUV, drenched in sweat and rage, Papoose turned back, looked 50 dead in the eye, and said, "That was mercy. You play with my wife again, I'll bury your career." And that's not just street talk. That's a direct threat from one of the most respected underground MCs in the game. It's got connections from New York boroughs to battle rap circles and beyond. You don't spit bars on loyalty for 20 years and not have some real ones ready to ride with you. And while Remy Ma was seen crying in the back of that car, shielding her face from paparazzi and pleading with security to avoid charges, the internet was already doing what it does best, spinning theories like a DJ on Adderall. Twitter detectives pulled up every past photo, interview, and lyric for clues. Was this affair real? Were the photos recent or old? Did Remy send them willingly, or were they stolen? And most importantly, was 50 Cent holding this blackmail over her for months? One now viral tweet from an anonymous burner account, allegedly linked to a former Gionit intern, claimed that 50 has been sitting on those nudes since 2018, when he allegedly borrowed Remy's phone at a VIP dinner in Queens. The tweet read, "He never deleted those pics. He said, I might need these someday if things get messy." He was joking, but not really. Messy indeed. And while Remy tried to go radio silent, it was already too late. The shade rooms were flooded. TikTokers were reenacting the slap. Heard around the industry, and Papoose, he wasn't hiding. In fact, the very next day, he pulled a stunt no one saw coming. He dropped a diss track. And not just any diss. This was a 2-minute scorcher titled Disloyal Kings, with a blurred-out thumbnail of a man many believe was 50 Cent holding a phone with a censored image on it. The hook: "You posted what you shouldn't. Are you ducking? From the smoke, loyalty ain't a joke and your empire's a hoax." Mic dropped. The video, grainy and shot in what looked like a dim hallway, was posted at midnight on a random burner channel, but it got picked up instantly. Within an hour, hip-hop bloggers were dissecting every bar. By sunrise, it had over 1.5 million Viewzen was already being dubbed the lyrical hit job of the year. But here's where it gets even wilder. Remy Ma reportedly tried to have the video taken down. Insiders say her team reached out to YouTube directly, claiming the visuals used in the track included unauthorized personal images, a likely reference to those very same leaked photos. But by then, mirrors were everywhere. Instagram, Reddit, even Discord threads. The clip had gone viral in under 6 hours, and Remy's attempt to clean it up. Too little, too late. Too late. Now, here's the kicker too. 50 Cent wasn't silent either. Oh no. Mr. Petty himself came back swinging with his own version of damage control, laced in his signature sarcasm. He posted a now-deleted IG story of himself at the gym with a caption. Took a couple hits, but I'm still pretty. Y'all act like this the first time I pissed off a rapper's husband? LOL. But the LOL didn't land this time. Because while he was clowning online, behind the scenes things were heating up. Fast. Sources say a legal team is now involved, and there's talk of multiple lawsuits on the table. One insider with alleged ties to Remy Ma's management revealed it's not just about the photos anymore. It's about invasion of privacy, defamation, and incitement. And remember those camera crews who were coincidentally around during the brawl? Turns out they weren't just random fans. 2 of them were part of a freelance team working for a documentary crew filming Behind the Beat, a project that was supposed to follow hip-hop icons through their private lives and creative processes. They're sitting on literal gold. A high-definition, multi-angle brawl between Papoose and 50 Cent. With Remy Ma's emotional breakdown in full frame, and word is, Netflix is already in talks to acquire the footage. Like, what even is real anymore? As if things couldn't get more insane, a mysterious voicemail began circulating online. A grainy audio clip uploaded to an anonymous SoundCloud account titled G-Unit Leaks. In it, a voice that fans claim sounds exactly like 50 Cent is allegedly heard saying, "I ain't leaked them by accident." She thought she could play me behind the scenes. I warned her, and she ain't listened. Now, let's be clear, the voice hasn't been verified. The recording could be AI generated. But when you're already drowning in scandal, every rumor becomes a tidal wave. Public reaction. Divided AF. Some fans are blasting 54 going too far, calling it the ultimate betrayal and labeling him as toxic entertainment that's finally imploding. Others are defending him, saying he just did what any savage brand builder would do to protect his legacy and ego. Meanwhile, Remy Ma's fanbase is fractured. Some still defend her, blaming the leak and not the alleged affair. Others are dragging her for playing Papoose and not anticipating the cost of her mistakes. And Papoose, he's being hailed as the last real one standing. Hashtags like #Remy Malik, #PAPOOSE50, and #JUNIT exposed are trending across multiple platforms. But here's the craziest part, someone hacked Remy Ma's official website. For 6 hours, her homepage redirected to a black screen that said, "Loyalty deserves more than silence." Watch what happens next. No one has claimed responsibility. No one knows who did it, but conspiracy theorists are having a field day. Some say it's 50, others think it's a rogue fan of Papoose trying to push Remy into speaking up. But so far, nothing. No official statement, no interview, not even a tweet. Remy Ma has gone completely dark, and that silence is only making things worse because the world's watching. And everyone wants to know, what will she say next? But instead of a press conference, a tweet, or even a subliminal lyric, Remy Ma vanished completely. Like a magician pulling the final curtain, no Instagram activity, no public appearance. Even her scheduled podcast taping that week was canceled due to personal emergencies. It was like watching a queen fall into exile. Overnight, and in that silence, the internet did what it does best, create chaos. Fake voice notes started surfacing. AI-generated videos claimed to be Remy responding. Deepfakes of her crying in front of a camera, saying things like, "I never meant to hurt anyone." These weren't just harmless memes. Some of these videos racked up millions of views, and not everyone realized they were fake. The lines between reality and fiction completely blurred. Meanwhile, Papoose wasn't staying silent. Nope, he leaned in, doubled down, went full Night Chinning Tim's mode. He posted a cryptic message to his story black screen, white letters, just 5 words: protect what's yours at all costs. Fans flooded his DMs, his comments, his timeline. Some praised him, others begged him to walk away, but the general tone: respect, fear, and a little awe. It's not every day you see a man risk a lawsuit, a career, and possible jail time over leaked nudes, and still come out looking like the hero. But the real drama hadn't even peaked yet. Because out of nowhere, a TMZ-style clip dropped, showing 50 Cent meeting with his legal team outside a downtown Manhattan law office. Paparazzi yelled questions like, "Did you really leak the photos? And are you pressing charges against Papoose?" But 50 kept that smirk, that smug, untouchable grin that he wears like a bulletproof vest. Except this time, it didn't land. Because as he walked away, one of the lawyers was overheard whispering something very specific. "We've got to settle this fast. That footage is too damaging. Too damaging." Hold up, what footage? Was it the parking lot brawl, the photos, or something even worse? Cue the entrance of a new villain in the saga. It's an anonymous assistant claiming to have inside access to a hard drive containing not just the Remy Ma photos, but actual video evidence of how 50 Cent obtained them. In an anonymous interview with a gossip blog, the assistant dropped a bombshell. He didn't just get those nudes, he screenshotted them from a shared cloud folder she didn't even know was still synced. He'd been watching that folder for months. What? So now we're not just talking about a petty revenge leak, we're talking about digital stalking, invasion of privacy, and depending on how the footage plays out, maybe even felony-level misconduct. Lawyers on both sides immediately shut the story down. Cease and desists were allegedly flying like confetti. The original blog post disappeared within 24 hours, but by then, screenshots were everywhere. And suddenly, 50 Cent wasn't looking so invincible anymore. Social media began to turn. The memes weren't just jokes, they were indictments. Hashtags like number 50 Cent the hacker and hashtag privacy predator started trending. His comments were flooded with lock emojis and digital spying jokes. Even brands started pulling Baca Liquor Company. 50 endorses quietly untagged him from their most recent post. A sneaker brand delayed a rollout video he was supposed to star in. The heat was on, and it was coming from every direction. Meanwhile, in the Bronx, there were whispers that Papoose was lawyering up to not to press charges, but to file a civil suit for emotional distress, image defamation, and public provocation. Word is his team is demanding damages in the high 6 figures for the deliberate emotional manipulation and public ambush. But you want the most gossip spill vibe moment of all. Get this. According to a verified source inside a private VIP lounge, at a recent ROC Nation party, Jay-Z personally told 50 Cent to clean this asterisk tee up before it causes real industry damage. Eyewitnesses claim 50 tried to brush it off with a laugh, but Hav wasn't smiling. That's when you know it's real, because when the gods of hip-hop start whispering in corners and calling for cleanups, you've officially crossed a line. This isn't just beef, this is reputation warfare. And 50 Cent may have just waged war against a man who has nothing left to lose. And just when fans thought it couldn't get any more unhinged, Remy Ma finally broke her silence in a video posted to her IG Live. No makeup, no filters, just pure rawness. She stared into the camera for 7 seconds before saying, "I trusted both of y'all. Now the world's judging me for something I didn't even ask for, okay? No names, no direct confirmations, just truth, just devastation." The comments exploded. Celebrities started weighing in. Cardi B commented, "This industry fake AF. You don't do people like that." Fat Joe reposted the video with a caption, "Stay strong, sis. You don't deserve this circus." But it wasn't over because, during that same live stream, just before it cut out, Remy looked off camera and whispered, "They still don't know the whole truth?" Boom, mic drop. Internet meltdown. What truth? What else is buried under this mountain of digital betrayal and viral chaos? Was 50 hiding more? Hiding more? Did someone else leak the pics? Was there someone else involved? And here's where it all explodes into pure speculation overload. Some fans believe there's a third party, someone with ties to both camps, who orchestrated this whole thing as revenge. Others think Remy staged the leak herself to draw attention before a new music drop. A few unhinged corners of Reddit even suggest this is part of a larger Jay-Z versus 50 Cent power war, with Papoose as the unintended pawn. Whatever the truth is, one thing's for sure. Hip-hop hasn't seen a scandal this big since The Elevator. Fight between Solange and J-Z. And now, with lawsuits pending, friendships destroyed, careers in limbo, and millions watching with popcorn in hand. The only question left is, who's next? And there you have it, folks. What started with a petty photo leak turned into one of the ugliest, most explosive feuds hip-hop has ever seen. Remy Ma's private life exposed. Papoose swinging fists in the streets. And 50 Cent once again proving that when it comes to drama, he's not just involved, he's the architect. But let's be real, this story is far from over. There are still unanswered questions, silenced voices, and shady moves happening behind the scenes. Got lawyers scrambling, careers teetering. It's great. And a whole industry pretending to stay neutral while secretly picking sides. And you already know where there's smoke. It's always more tea about to spill. So now we turn it to you, the real detectives of the internet. Do you think Remy Ma really had something to hide? Was 50 Cent out of line? Or just playing his usual messy mastermind game? And is Papoose a hero for defending his wife? Or did he just start a war that can't be undone? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't hold back. We want all the smoke. And if you thought this story was wild, just wait, because what we're hearing about what's coming next. Yeah, it might just make this look like child's play. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on all notifications and join the family here at Gossip Spill Vibe, where the truth burns hotter than the headlines. Until next time, stay messy, stay curious, and stay ready.